Hey everybody, I'm Uriah Kiser, I'm publisher of Potomac Local News, and this is Potomac Local Live. Appreciate you hanging out with me today at 4 o'clock, which we are live now. We are scheduled to talk to Robert Sweeney. He is the CEO of the Prince William Chamber of Commerce, and we look forward to Robert joining us for this live discussion. We want to get an update on where the chamber is and what he's been up to 2 years into his role as the chamber CEO. So as we await for him to join us, I don't want to leave you hanging. We published this ahead of time to let you know that we would be live. And so that's what we are. We're live. We don't want to disappoint. So I want to take a moment and just thank you so much for your support of your time, coming to our site, trusting us to deliver local news to you, and of course our members who pay us. That money goes a long way to continue bringing you the local reporting that you trust us for. Our members, we can't thank you enough. Our membership starts at $9 a month. We also have an annual membership at $103. You save a little bit on that annual if you go the annual, but what you get is 100% access to everything that we put on our webpage every day, and in our email newsletter that goes out daily at 4 o'clock. When we post new content to our website, it goes into that news email. And of course, we have other emails that go out. We have Manassas News on Monday. We have Fredericksburg News and Fredericksburg Regional News on Friday, Woodbridge Wednesday. We try to bring you transportation news when there's a big transportation story, because as you know, living here in Northern Virginia, commuting is no joke. And so we want to know how they're working to make our commutes and by extension, our lives better by fixing the roads. So we try to bring in transportation news on Tuesdays. So if you are not yet a member, please consider signing up and subscribing to our site, PotomacLocalNews.com. It's right there on the top. And I'm going to go ahead and share our site with you right here. Bring this up. Some of the news, there's that subscribe link right here. Members, actually it's under members, and then you click sign up. Again, thank you to them. Thank you to our advertisers. We're excited to bring on some new advertisers here in the next few weeks. And I'm tempering my excitement because I want to jump in and tell you everything about them right now, but we are still working on getting them onboarded and getting all their content in a row. I will point out to you that we do have a just listed post. If you are in the market for a new house, Mark Warlow, who is our resident realtor here at Potomac Local, has a new house in a quiet neighborhood with a lot of land in Spotsylvania County. So it's a little slice of heaven down there. You can check that out here on our site. Just listed is the sighting there, and there it is right there. If you don't know Mark's been a friend for a long time, and he certainly is great to work with, and he's a big supporter of many community organizations, to include Rotary. He is a member of the Woodbridge Rotary and has been for a long time. And so we thank him for everything he does in the community. So our email newsletter just went out at 4 o'clock. If you are on that list, obviously your phone was buzzing. But just a quick rundown of some of the things that we put on our site today. It looks like Verizon is expanding high-speed internet in Prince William County. You can read more about that. By next summer, there are a total of 470 areas in the county that could expect a bump in their speed when it comes to high-speed internet. So Caitlin Meisner, who is our Manassas regional editor, has that story on our site today. Also, with Halloween, I know it's hot outside. We've seen a record number of 100-degree days in the past few days. And but if you're thinking about maybe October, thinking about a little bit cooler outside, there the Brentsville jail. Everyone knows it's haunted. If you've ever been in there, it's kind of creepy. Even though it's been redone, if you know the history there, it's kind of creepy. They have a program now where you can spend the night in the jail, and so if that sounds fun, if you're a ghost hunter, if you have listening devices, maybe this is where you want to spend a night. You could read more about that program on our site today on potomaclocal.com. Story that I put up earlier today, Dumfries is looking at proposed charter changes. And so it's interesting. We wrote this story because Dumfries is Virginia's oldest continuously chartered town. And so they got their charter dates back to the year 1749. And Virginia is an interesting state. It's a Dillon rule state. And so the most of the power within the state lies within the General Assembly. And for a town or city to change its charter, it has to get approval from the General Assembly. So they will be asking for approval for these changes. The town did not give us any documentation, giving anything specific about what these changes will be. They do say that these changes would allow the mayor to declare a state of emergency if there so should be one. And so we have that in our story. You might remember last month we also had a story where the mayor took some criticism. There was a downed tree. A tree fell, snapped a power line, and then inadvertently closed a neighborhood for 14 hours as crews worked to shut off the power to that line and get the tree out of the way. And so the mayor, he was in that neighborhood earlier in the day at the onset of that emergency, but later on went to the White House for a celebration gala where he was pictured with state and national political leaders. And he took criticism that day because of the Dumfries being such a small town, 1.5 square miles. There was some questions as to why he may have not been there during that emergency. So we do have reporting on that today. Mary Washington Hospital is recognized as a top performing hospital in the U.S. The Kelly Sankowski, our Fredericksburg regional editor, has that story. The hospital was recognized for excellence in procedures and conditions such as COPD, diabetes, heart attack, hip replacement, lung cancer surgery, and more. So congratulations to our friends at Mary Washington Hospital for getting that U.S. News and World Report. Getting that nod there. Congratulations. This is one I'm really excited about. Is tomorrow we have the Urban Air Adventure Park ribbon cutting. This one is a Chamber of Commerce event. And if you're familiar with Urban Air, these are indoor playgrounds for the young or young at heart. And they have ropes courses and things you can jump and do. And so the ribbon cutting is in Woodbridge. This place is located right off Prince William Parkway near I-95. If you're near the Target, it's actually across the street from the Target. It's on the same side as the Chick-fil-A in Woodbridge. And so the ribbon cutting starts there at 4:30 tomorrow, that being July 19th. So we are excited about that. Finally, last thing I'll tell you is Facebook continues to remove our posts. There's no really rhyme or reason for it. I don't understand why or what the deal is, but they're removing weather posts. So when we post about severe weather, if there's a severe thunderstorm in the area, they tend to remove that type of post, in which is what they did last night. They're also removing crime posts. So when we post about crime news and who's been arrested and anything really having to do with local police, they pull those down pretty quickly. And it's a demonstration to us that Facebook does not really want you, for some reason, they apparently don't want you to have information that will protect you and your family. So from weather or from crime, and so they tell us, as you can see here on your screen, that these types of posts that they remove goes against their community standards. So we will keep posting, and if you want to know what's going on, we certainly encourage you to sign up, as I was talking earlier, to get onto that daily news email, or check us out. Leave a tab in your browser open to Potomac Local News and just check back with us throughout the day. That way you'll see what's going on. But yeah, here's a look at severe thunderstorm warning, and this was removed from our site yesterday evening when this is going through. Luckily, no severe thunderstorm warnings today to talk about, and the weather has quieted down for a bit. It's obviously not as hot outside. I think we saw a record of 4 days above 100 degrees. And those of you who joined us on Monday, listened in to that interview that we had with the National Weather Service, with Jeremy with the National Weather Service, who talked about the drought that we're in. All of Virginia is now experiencing drought conditions. It is worse in some places and more worse than others. But we have information on that. And of course, when it's going to rain again. So luckily we got some still rain last night. Maybe some more rain next week, but for now the weekend is looking decent. So if you've been stuck inside because it's been so hot, this might be the weekend to get out and about. So we're going on 10 minutes here now, actually 11 minutes, and we're still not heard from Bob. And that's unfortunate, because we do want to catch up with Bob. So we'll probably catch up with him a little later, maybe in the week. We'll schedule another time where we can talk to Bob and he can come on and tell us all about what's happening at the chamber, because there is a lot. In fact, that event tomorrow, as I was talking about, Urban Air in Woodbridge, that is a Prince William Chamber of Commerce ribbon cutting ceremony. And so it's open to the public. If you haven't checked out Urban Air, you're able to come out and see that for the first time. I'm sure the business would really appreciate you coming out and support of that. They're fun events, these ribbon cuttings, and so they're great for the community and to show support for these local businesses that open up in our area and provide jobs for the people who live in our community. So it's a great thing, and I will be there tomorrow. Plan is at 4:30 because it just looks too fun to not want to go to. So I'm going to go check that out tomorrow and say hi to everyone there at the ribbon cutting. So if nothing else, we will talk with you again next week on one of these Potomac Local Lives. We've got news about Fredericksburg City studying data centers for the first time. We've got that coming up. They don't have data centers yet, so it's sort of a new thing for Fredericksburg. But those of you who have been paying attention in Prince William County and Stafford County and elsewhere know that data centers are the thing in Northern Virginia right now, and the excitement for them does not seem to be cooling down. So we'll have a full report on what's happening now that Fredericksburg is considering having data centers come in and near the Fredericksburg Nationals baseball stadium. So we will talk. We'll have that story on our website tomorrow, along with the rest of the day's news at PotomacLocal.com. So once again, thank you so much for your support. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being a member and keeping us going and keeping the local news coming to you in your email. If you're not a member, please consider signing up at our website, PotomacLocal.com, under members, and sign up for that free email newsletter. Just click email newsletter and we'll send out everything that we post out to you every day, daily at 4 o'clock. After we've spent the day posting news, we send it out to you every day, so you don't have to go looking for it. It comes right to your email box. I'm Uriah Kiser. Have a great day.